Hey y'all, it's me, Kevvie. I've already got a few other videos recorded and ready to go for later this week, but I got tagged in a tag video for the first time, so I wanted to do that real quick. So Courtney, America's Jewish mother, tagged me in a couple of tags, and Hannah almost tagged me in 20 bookish questions and the in or out tag. Let's get right into it. How many books is too many for a series? I don't know. How do you feel about cliffhangers? They're good at the end of chapters, bad at the end of books. Hardback or paperback? Neither. I like ebooks, because then it syncs right to my Goodreads, and it's easier to highlight and take notes. Favorite book? The Great Mistake by Mary Roberts Rinehart. I talked about it in my original Mary Roberts Rinehart video, but I love it so much it might need its own video. Least favorite book? The Clocks by Agatha Christie. Oh, I hate that book. I have a whole rant about it in my second Agatha Christie video, and on the Agatha Christie subreddit, I'm known as the guy who hates the clocks. Love triangles? No, not really a fan. Most recent book I couldn't finish was Death Comes as the End by Agatha Christie. Christie applying her 20th century prejudices to ancient Egypt was so strange and just killed immersion before I could make any progress in it. A book I'm currently reading. I usually just read one at a time, but currently I'm in the middle of 2 books. Dumb Witness, also known as Poirot Loses a Client by Agatha Christie, and Woman on the Orient Express by Lindsay Jane Ashford, which is an Agatha Christie historical fiction. Last book I recommended to someone, Daryl by Jackie S. I just posted a video about it, and then the author liked and tweeted it. Yes! Favorite author? Agatha Christie, Mary Roberts Rinehart, Toni Morrison, Roxane Gay. Buying or borrowing books? Buying. A book you dislike that everyone else seems to love. The ABC Murders by Agatha Christie. I knew whodunit before I started reading, but as I read, I couldn't find any of the clues, even though I knew who to look out for. So it seemed like there was no way for a reader to figure this out for themselves. Bookmarks or dog ears? Neither. Ebooks just remember where you left off. A book I can always reread. I don't know. I haven't really done any rereading yet because I've got so many books I'm trying to read through the first time still. Can I read while hearing music? Yeah, I'm accustomed to being around loud people, so I can read or sleep pretty much anywhere. One POV or multiple POV? Both. Love them all. Do you read a book in one sitting? Not usually, no. I'm a very slow reader, so unless it's like really, really short, there's no way I could finish a book in a single sitting. Who do I tag? I don't know. Whoever the fuck wants to be tagged. Okay, in or out? Reading the last page first. Nah. Fuck that. I hate it. Enemies to lovers. No. I don't get it. Stop it. Dream sequences. Yes, as long as you know it's a dream. I love when shit gets weird. The dream sequence at the opening of Body in the Library by Agatha Christie was amazing. Love triangles. Nah, go away. Cracked spines. Crack my spine, maybe. Back in a small town. I don't know. I haven't really read many books with that trope, so I don't have an opinion. Monsters like regular people. Is this like Twilight or some shit? No. If it's supposed to be like Twilight Zone, then yeah. No paragraph breaks. No. Cut that shit out. It just makes it harder to read. Multi-generational sagas. I don't know. Again, I haven't really read a whole lot of those. Usually, the books that I read have a much shorter time span. Rereading. Hell yes. Just because I haven't done it doesn't mean I'm not about that life. Artificial intelligence. Nah, I don't really care for how it's usually done. Drop caps. Yeah, man, that shit's dope. Happy endings. Yes. Wrap up your story for me. Don't end it inconclusively for the sake of being dramatic and shit, forcing us to read the next installment. Make readers want to read your work because of the quality of the writing, not because you're leading us on. Plot points that converge at the end. Yes, I love that. Oh, I love it. Detailed magic systems. I don't know. I don't do all that much fantasy. But if I did, I'd probably want to understand how it all works. Classic fantasy races. I don't even know what that means. Like, tortoise and the hare? Magical NASCAR? No idea. Unreliable narrators. I do enjoy this sometimes. More so when I know ahead of time that they are unreliable. There's a certain Agatha Christie book with an unreliable narrator, and I was quite upset about that. Evil protagonists. I don't know. I'm trying to think of an example, and I really can't. Flawed protagonists? Yes. Anti-hero? Yeah. But evil? I don't really jive with evil. The chosen one. The choosened. No. When the protagonist dies. When it's earned? Yes. When it's done well? Yes. Really long chapters? Absolutely not. I hate when chapters are more than 15 pages, because then I feel like I'm taking too long to get through it and not making enough progress. French flaps. Oh my gosh, I don't know why I love French flaps so much, but I do a lot. So much. Yes. All the French flaps! Deckled edge. Not for me. Now, if it's one of those colored edges, especially like a purple or a blue or a green one, oh yes. Signed copies by the author. Hell yes. I've got a few autographed books. To the Tune of a Welcoming God, I got in college. The Trans Evangelist by Sister Paula Nielsen. And Tell Me About It. I don't know if I've talked about this series on here yet, but its co-authors are Owen Keenan, who co-authored the Jim Flint book, and Saint Suki Delacroix, who wrote Chicago Whispers. Two Chicago queer elders. Love them dearly, and they sent me this autographed copy. Dog-earing pages. This may be a strange distinction, but only in nonfiction. In an historical text, a dog ear will help me remember that there is important information on that page. Otherwise, no. Chapter titles instead of numbers. I do enjoy a good chapter title, but I also like the number to be there as well so that I can keep track of where I'm at. All right, I did a couple of tags. Sorry if most of my answers were non-answers. Thanks, Courtney and Hannah, for tagging me. I have no idea who's done this before or not, so if you want to do either tag, consider yourself tagged. Let me know what other tags I should do down below. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and if it pleases and sparkles, I'll see you in the next video. Mwah!